Hey Todd, congratulations on being named to the coaching staff for Team USA. Just kind of want to get your reaction to that honor and the task ahead of you, and how did you find out that you would be part of the coaching staff?
Yeah, obviously an extremely exciting day for myself and my family, and just feel so honored to be given this opportunity. Any chance you have to represent your country is one that you don't take lightly, and obviously is a very special moment. So it's something that I've known about for a little over a month now. Just kind of waiting to see how things went in terms of finalizing the NHL participation, which I think is phenomenal. And now it's official with the announcement today, and can't wait to get going with the challenge.
Wes Crosby.
Hey Todd, congratulations. Just what are your impressions of the staff overall? I mean, you have three former head coaches of Wilkes-Barre, but then also David Quinn, and then a guy who just retired in Ryan Miller.
Yeah, so thanks for the well wishes, Wes. But like I said, I absolutely honored when Mike Sullivan gave me the phone call to let me know that he was going to be adding me to the staff. Completely thankful to the organization, the management, from John Van Beesbrook to Stan Bowman to Billy Guerin for trusting me in this situation. But certainly it's a great opportunity for me to learn and grow as a coach from our staff. We got together last week as a staff in preparation for hoping that today occurred, and spent 3 or 4 days getting together on how we see things and how we think our team can have success when we're in Beijing.
Dave Molinari.
Congratulations, and thanks for doing this, Todd. How much input will you have on the makeup of your defense corps, and what qualities would you like to have in the guys who will be on your defense?
Well, I think you take a few minutes to look at the potential players that could be on that blue line, and it's exciting. It's really exciting to go up and down the list from guys that have had experience in some international competitions, some young guys as well that are up and coming, and I think that the depth is as good as it's ever been for the U.S., especially in that position. So certainly an exciting time for me, and a great opportunity to work with the best players in the league, and it'll be a difficult challenge in trying to pick that group because it's extremely competitive. So it's an exciting process, but one that'll be challenging, and making sure we have a group that can play the way we want to play, and that's something that we discussed and will continue to discuss as we get closer to the Olympic Games.
We'll take a couple more. Michelle.
Hey Todd, congratulations. Really happy for you. It's awesome. So Wes mentioned the three former Wilkes-Barre coaches on the staff, and if you add in Billy G and Sauce, there's 5 people with Pittsburgh connections on the staff. I mean, just what does that say maybe about the Penguins organization and the people that have come through here?
Yeah, it's a major credit to what's gone on over the last number of years, and it all starts here with the management group in Pittsburgh, and the upper management people that are making the decisions from top to bottom have done a phenomenal job of bringing in different types of people, but people that they knew could help lead and teach the culture that we expect to have here in Pittsburgh. And it's great. It was great last week when we were all together to reconnect, and certainly in some different situations, whether Billy being a general manager, obviously Andy Socher joining us as a video coach, and then with John and Sully as well. It's exciting times, but certainly it says a lot about for me with the Pittsburgh Penguins, and how they choose their staff, and how important it is to do your due diligence and get people that you feel can set your team up for success, and eventually develop as coaches in this league.
Jenna Harner.
Hey, Todd, congratulations. You mentioned some difficult challenges ahead. One of those I'm assuming is going to be, coaching against Sidney Crosby. I know that's got to just be like an interesting aspect of this for all of you guys. Obviously, I'm sure too, if you end up facing Russia with Evgeny Malkin. But just what is that like for you guys, and how much of a challenge does that pose?
Yeah, I mean that's there's give and take both ways. I think some of it comes from the players' perspective as well, and knowing the systems that we like to play here in Pittsburgh, knowing some of the things that I do on the power play with Malkin and Crosby. They may take that back to their homeland teams and share some of that information. So it's going to be obviously it always takes on something special when you're going against guys that you're actually coaching for the majority of the time, and especially during the year and as a part of your job. But it goes to a whole nother level when you start talking about representing your country. And again, I couldn't be any prouder than I am to have that opportunity. I know it's going to be a challenge coaching against those guys. We're so fortunate to have them here in Pittsburgh, and I didn't like it in the past when I had to coach it against them, and I won't like it in Beijing either. But just so fortunate to be given that opportunity.
We'll go back to Michelle.
Hey, Todd, I just want to ask what your biggest memories involving USA Hockey have been from over the years, maybe even going back to when you were a kid, just the ones that had the biggest impact on you, and what you're looking forward to the most about this experience.
Yeah, I could talk for quite a while about this one. This is something that I never had the opportunity to be a part of any of this as a player. My direction just went different routes as I was able to play. After college for 13 years in all parts of professional hockey, but and then not this being my first opportunity to be involved with the U.S. Olympic team is obviously an amazing opportunity. But it's always been a dream, and definitely huge check off my bucket list of one day getting an opportunity like this. It goes back to that 1980 Olympics, and for me, giving away my age here, but being 9 years old at that time, and then really being into hockey and loving everything about the sport and the game, and what that did, not just for hockey, but also for for the United States at that time. And it's just really proud to be able to represent the United States and be a part of this Olympic team.
Jenna, do you have one more question?
Yeah, I do, if that's all right.
Yep.
Todd, just, it was seemingly trending in this direction that NHL players were going to be able to participate. They'd kind of seemingly made it so they were building the schedule in that sense. But just what does it mean, obviously to you, but to the players too, that, pending things can change, things on those lines, that this is actually happening? Just because there was so much conversation about how the players really wanted to make this happen. This was kind of a big push by them.
Yeah, it's certainly from reading everything, it seemed like this was something that was very important to them, and I think it's outstanding that the nationalism that all these players have for their given countries and homelands. To me, that's really what makes NHL players special. Is you bring people from all different countries together, and you're on a team during the year, and you find a way to make it work and mesh and mix. But then when you get into a situation like this where you're able to compete against one another in the Olympics, it's going to be a fierce competition. But I think it's a great decision, and I'm glad that everyone that was involved made it work. I think ultimately it's really about continuing to grow our game, and I think that the National Hockey League has done a great job, and the players as well, of being able to pull this off and grow what I feel is the best game in the world. And as we continue to really build fan bases and build hockey all around the United States and Canada. So it's been great to be a part of, and I think this will be an event that we'll look back on 10, 12 years from now, and will be something that helped push hockey to another level.